Good morning. It's dark in here, and I don't think the lights will turn on.
So, day 3 of my saga to get my HR home. We did 4 states in 2 days. We got here in one piece, but it was starting to get dark. So we got her in far enough to where we could get our other vehicle in the driveway and then go to bed. And my husband got up very early this morning and put her where she belonged. Now, I was joking last night when I said, what? You can't fit a 30-foot trailer in a 15-foot driveway? Well, actuality, my driveway is more like 20 feet long. So she looks very, very small in my driveway. Ooh, if I'm making you dizzy, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get this through. So I'm going to go with no further ado and show you the exterior of my good old Valley Palace and discuss with you a little of our things that we're going to be doing to her. So here she is, a 1976 presidential 30-foot travel trailer. She's in pretty good condition. She needs a little bit of a bath, but who wouldn't at her age? Her skirts are gone, so she is naked right now, but we will work on that. This is going to be one of my first projects, is to get the rust off. It's all surfaced rust, and then we'll treat it and it'll be all nice and pretty. We are going to start from the top and work our way down. I can't see what you're seeing right now, so I plan on going up there and pressure washing and getting all of the stuff off of there down to the bare metal and resealing and doing all that. Like I said, she is of the age that she just needs a tight facelift and then she'll be all happy and good again. We're very pleased with this purchase. The people we got this from are awesome people. Stacy and her husband are just really awesome, very nice people. Live in a little small town and had a lot of the same interests that we have. My husband thoroughly enjoyed going and looking at Howard's fine toys that he had to play with. So as you can see, no major dents or anything like that. That's what you get from quality. Once this has been refurbished, it will be ready for another 3 generations. And I am not joking at that. This is a one-family owner. The grandparents bought it in 1976. Then her parents got it, and then she got it. And then it came to me. So pretty easy to follow the genealogy of this sweet trailer. They were, the grandparents that is, members of the Holiday Rambler Club all the way up to 79. This is the 3000 series, 330. There's been a couple of modifications, but not too many. Well, now I think we need to go on into the inside. What do you say? Okay, so now we're inside. A little quieter. You can't hear the AC in the back. I haven't had a chance to hook her up to see exactly what is working and what isn't working, but it's reported that everything is working. So I'm going to go on best knowledge, which would be the ones that have it, right? Well, we'll find out. We have some issues that need to be addressed, a little more than I had planned. But isn't that the way of life? Everything, once you get into it, there seems to be more than what you expected. But that's what makes life so good, right? Right. So I'm going to end up having to take everything out. I am going to retain what I can and put back what I can. I want to keep it pretty much original. And I say pretty much original, I mean I want to keep the original furnishings, but I'm going to change the color because I am the boho granny and I do love gem tones. I love bright, bright, bright. The 70s were great from what I can remember, but I was just a child. So this is my palace. I will make it the way I want it, right? Right. Okay, so we're in the living room, and I'm going to switch you around now because you don't need to see my ugly face. We need to see the beautifulness of my trailer. So here we are in the living room. We are taking all of this out. I'm going all the way back down to the studs. I will unscrew all of the cabinetry, and that will be coming out and being saved in my kitchen of my house, which I will be replacing all of the curtains. The curtains look original, but I mean, for them being from 76, they're not dry rot or sun rot or anything. I mean, these could be reused. So if anybody has a 76 and you want original curtains, give me a call or comment below, which is probably better because I don't have my number out there and I'm not giving my number out. Sorry. Anyway, so I am going to be taking all that out. This has got some water damage back here that needs to be addressed, as you can see, and that will need to be taken care of. The trim will be saved and most likely put back. I like having all these hidden storage spaces, so I want to be able to put this back the way it is. This will be recovered. Burnt orange is pretty, don't get me wrong. I love burnt orange, but not in my house. So there you go. The floor is a little cushy, so I'm going to be pulling up all the carpet and assessing that, and most likely putting a whole new subfloor, which is what my husband and I talked about. So that will be addressed. We got a bowing right here in the wall, so that will be addressed. We will be putting the same wood floor throughout the whole trailer. It's got its original glass still in here, which I love. Look at that. And I'm debating because I like the original glass. But then again, there might be one of y'all out there that would love to have this original glass. And I do glass work. If anyone has been on my Facebook page, you will know that I do stained glass work out of old beer bottles and wine bottles that I don't drink by myself. But they're beautiful. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. But that's not why we're here. So let's go back to the project. So we've got all these beautiful cabinets up here, and I've got a couple of options. I have another place that has really good cabinets, but these do not seem to have really had much damage done to them. Not a big fan of the Spanish Revival doors, but I think I could probably boho those out to where they're gorgeous. A little bohemian style can never do anybody anything wrong. This will be coming off, and I'll be putting in one of those partial glasses. I like having this little counter right here. It makes it feel more like a home. And as I will be spending a lot of my time in this trailer, ooh, we got a little breakage right here. But one thing about this plastic is it can be replaced. They still make it. But I will be spending most of my time in my trailer traveling around. So that means I have to have space for my crafts, my sewing, my looming, my weaving, my spinning, my painting, my fob, everything. I gotta have room for everything. So that means, basically, that I need all the storage space I can get. Ooh, I love when they have cutting boards. And see, the other thing is this doesn't have the shelves right here. So I could actually have one of those. The shelves used to be here, but they're not here anymore. But I could put one of those flip-up counters so I can make it even longer when I'm here by myself cooking. Of course, it's an oxymoron. I do not cook when I'm by myself. But if I'm getting ready for a party and I need to make something, that would be nice to have that extra counter space, if you know what I mean. So here, we're going to go back. We've got our stage control right here telling me what's going on, how it's going, and where it's going, and what needs to be done. We've got the AC unit, which reportedly still works. But like I said, I'm not plugged in, so I can't test it out for myself. We've got the fancy handy dandy glass. which will most likely go away. I like the brick, so I am kind of back and forth on what I want to do with that. But yes, the floor needs to be taken care of. Let's go into the handy dandy bathroom, because no place is complete without a place for you to S.S.E, and I'm not going to explain to you what that is. You should already know. So, ooh, mirrors are galore. You know how I don't like mirrors, although I probably should look in one more often. So we got the bathroom here, the original carpet. It is sturdy in here, the floor that is. And we've got our little container. Oh, it's got the original shower curtain. Look at that. I actually like those. The bath is big. You can fit a big person in here. Well, a short big person. I'm short and round, so this will work. My husband might have to duck a little bit. The shower head does adjust up and down, and it does not have the pressure gauge, so I'm going to have to look at that. I'm thinking I might be doing, a sliding door, because this hall is somewhat thin. Not thin if you're a size 0, but when you get to human sizes, it's kind of thin. So if I do a sliding door on the bathroom, it's got space. It could slide across here, and it could be a really cool barn door type thing. They have a sliding door here to close this off to make this a one living space separating the front from the back. And then we've got the beds down here. Now they have, for themselves, put a board across and made this into one bed. I will be putting it back to 2 for several reasons. Most of the time I'm traveling with my granddaughter, and she likes to sleep with me. So I don't like sleeping in the same bed with her because she steals all the covers, and then I can't sleep. So if I have 2 beds back here, she can come back here, sleep with her grandma on her own bed, hugging her own blankets, kicking her own wall, and if she rolls too much, she'll fall off her own bed. And I can sleep nice and sound in the bed next to her. I like that idea. It's very pleasing to me. So, plus, I could put up some really cute headboards back here. And they're like princess boards or palace headboards or, I don't know, something really neat. But before I do any of that, all of this has to be taken care of. So I'll be unscrewing all of these, and I will be pulling down the ceiling and putting up a new ceiling, which, you know, in actuality, I didn't plan on pulling the original ceiling down, but I did want beadboard on the ceiling. So even though I was going to put a new covering on the ceiling and I was going to put real beadboard, not the plywood or sheeted beadboard or paneled beadboard, that's what it is. I wanted real beadboard up there. We all know I have beadboard in my other trailer and I love it, and I want it in this trailer too. You know, I would be covering all of it anyway, so pulling down the original and putting up one is not a bad idea. But that also lets me find out what's going on with this. Now, I did stick my hands up here when I was looking at the trailer, and this is all dry. It's not sopping wet. And we did go through rain, and I did come in here after the rain. There's one of my tanks. And it was relatively dry. I say relatively, I would say more like 99% dry, because there was just one little area that was dripping, and it was coming down this cabinet, around, back down, and plopping right here. But it was a very, very heavy rain, and that was all I saw. And I pushed up to see if anything felt like it had been soaked in water, and I didn't feel it, and nor did I get a gush of water coming out. So there's still a little itty bitty leak up there, but compared to some of the water damage I'm seeing, that is nothing. So kudos to Stacy and her hubby for getting it dry as they did. So yeah, the lights are going to be all 12 volts. I will have a plug for a regular light for when I'm sewing, because the LED lights don't seem to put out enough for these old eyes to see what I'm doing. And excuse me if I look tired, but I am. So there you go. Anyway, so that is the inside and the gist of my trailer and some of the plans we've got going for it. In the next couple of days, I will be making plans to go to rent a power washer. The strongest power washer they've got, because I'm going to power wash the whole thing. And whatever paint comes off, because I'm playing with the different paint schemes that I could possibly do. And so My husband actually would like me to just shine up the aluminum. But I don't know. I like the way shiny holiday ramblers look, but we'll have to see. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted right here. I'm standing in front of my door, and I know the trailer is, we don't have the stabilizers down or anything. We haven't leveled it. My husband just hurried up and put it in his place so he could go to work. But it looks like the door is a little off kilter. Nothing that a right angle won't help me rectify. So the one thing that's really good about these holiday ramblers is that they have an aluminum studded frame. That's right, folks. I got studs all around me, and isn't that something a girl likes to have? And I will be coming back in the next couple of days, so we'll be going step by step. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, the tears, the blood, the sweat, which I'm already doing, to get this thing going and on the road. I hope you enjoy the show. And remember that in the end of all this, the Boho Granny trailer, the original, the 20-foot 2002 Fleetwood Pioneer, will be up for sale. Now I'm thinking I'm putting her up for $5,000. But we'll see. You got any suggestions? You got any tips? You got anything you saw in this thing that you feel that I should address? Please tell me in the comments below. You know, if it's important, scream it, because I need all the help I can get. I am not a professional. These stunts are not done by a stunt double. No, they're done by me and my husband. So on the weekends you'll see him helping, but during the week, no stunt doubles. Just me. Just me. And I'll probably have to beep out a lot, because sometimes I turn into a sailor with 2 wars under her belt and battle scars. But I need all the help. So, seriously, if you have any hints, any tips, any supply chains you know about where I can get things to replace stuff, to fix stuff, to jimmy stuff, whatever, leave the comments below. Be sure to like this video and share it, and share it, and share it, and share it. The more people that watch my video, the longer I get to stay on the road. I thoroughly enjoy hearing from every single one of you. I am so glad that you take your time to watch what I'm doing and what my granddaughter is doing, and spending that time with us in your home. I am very, very blessed, and it's because of you guys I get to do this stuff. So let me know where there's rallies. Let me know where there's, you know, different information that other people might like to know. Let me know what your projects are. Send me some pictures. Let's get some conversation going on this, because this is a form that's coming back to the U.S. Our highways are opening up again to the camper and to the family travel, and I think that is totally, and I hate saying this word because I say it too much, awesome! Like, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you down the road. Bye!